Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol QD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt in the wounds, but this one was pretty brutal today. But that now brings up a very interesting setup. And again, not to rub salt in the wounds, but just to kind of establish some context here for the pattern and the setup itself. But the price, gapped up, and then after the gap up, just absolutely got crushed and crushed and crushed and crushed. And then all of a sudden, the final late day action happened where the price simply went sideways. And sideways is actually quite bullish in this situation. You could be saying, Clay, that's setting the bar kind of low. You're calling sideways price action bullish? Yeah, absolutely. Keep in mind the context of things. Things getting severely beat up and now starting to go sideways suggests that maybe the selling is done and maybe this is some sort of bottom. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish I could say trading was this easy. Just because the price got crushed and now because the price is going sideways does not mean that this thing is for sure bouncing up to $7 next week. Again, I wish I could say that. That's just not how it works. There's no such thing as a guarantee. Now, would it be shocking to see a bounce? No, it would not be shocking at all, but that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. It's at least logical right now to question if this is a bottom. Case in point there, when the price was getting crushed and crushed and crushed, at that point, I wonder if this is the bottom. I wonder if this is the bottom. Why would you wonder that when obviously all the price was doing was getting crushed downwards? But at least now with it going sideways, it becomes logical to wonder if this is the bottom. So the first step in essentially, justifying itself as the bottom is very straightforward, and that is, well, it needs to prove that it's continued to be the bottom, which means $6 holds. If next week the price crushes down through $6, well, then obviously this was not the bottom because now the price would be putting in new lows. But if it can maintain right around 6, that would be a great step in the right direction. Now, what happens if the price does start to bounce? Where are some of these levels of resistance at? In the very near term, there seems to be kind of a little miniature area of resistance right here at $6.10. So 610 will be that first key level, where if that can be broken, then you could see some nice follow through and momentum with the next overall level of resistance up there at $6.30. So if the price can actually get some closes up above 630, I'm sure I would be back to update the chart at that point in time. But those are going to be the two kind of near-term hurdles to break through if there any sort of bounce is going to get underway. So interesting setup going into next week. We'll see what happens with it. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.